Good evening, fam. Twisted Beard, GMFR5 here with you this evening. Hope you're all having a lovely day. Been doing a bit of decorating around my own home the last week or so, and that has prompted me to make my first video for all of you on decorations and decor. And I just feel like this is one of those areas where we all can benefit from a little bit of greater understanding. It is a little bit of a complicated subject as far as they go in Row, and let's take a little time this evening to look a little closer together at decor and decorations. All right, so with no further ado, let us jump right into that. So, the two easiest ways to view your decor status are going to be to either click on the Architecture Institute, which is one of the buildings you're all going to have, and then from there you can just click on Decoration. The other real easy way to get in is just to go to Menu and then click on Decor down there at the bottom, and that's going to also bring you into the Decorate page. So we're inside now, and let's take a closer look together. So as you can see, we have 5 tabs across the top. We have Castle, we have Legion, we have Name Tag, we have Chat, we have Decoration, and then we've got the compendium there, or the decoration collection there above that. We're going to go through each one of these tabs together and then go through all of the various icons contained in each tab and see what we can't glean together from all of those. So Castle is the first one. We are in Castle, so let us start with Castle. So first things first, if you see down at the bottom, this is a list of all the castle skins that I have. And towards the middle of the page there where it says outfit attribute and permanent attribute, those are the benefits you're going to gain. First, outfit attribute, only when the castle skin itself is equipped. And then permanent attribute, you're going to get those benefits even when the castle skin is not necessarily equipped. So for the sake of the argument, you can see that here from the Rhino Fort, I get plus 2% Siege Might, plus 3% Footman Might. I get that whether I have that skin equipped or not. This castle, the Illusion skin, I don't have equipped right now as I have the Rhino Fort on, but I'm still going to get those permanent attribute buffs. So Siege Resistance, 1.5%, Cavalry Town Defender, 2%, and I'm going to get those permanent attributes from all of these different castle skins. So the more the merrier as far as skins go, because you're always going to get to have the benefit of those permanent attributes. Now, when determining which castle skin you're going to use, you will notice that at the bottom of each there's a little circle with a color in it: purple, blue, green, gray, and the really good ones are gold. I don't have any of those, so that's why I have a purple one equipped. But gray is the worst, green is 1 level up, blue is 1 level up, and then purple is a level up from there. Now, the reason you're going to want to have a purple skin equipped, if you have one, is if you look at outfit attribute when used, pretty much all the blue skins are going to give you plus 10% army might and plus 10% defense, as you can see on all these right here. Okay. However, only when you click to one of the ones with the purple circles are you going to get that extra benefit of the army HP plus 1%. And because that's an outfit attribute when used, you are only going to get that benefit when the skin is on. So pick a purple if you have it. If you don't have a purple, take a blue. If you don't have a blue, take a green. So always try and equip the strongest castle skin that you have for the extra outfit attribute when used. Before we move on from the castle skins here, if you look kind of towards the right middle side here, you will see the music stones. and I do have a music stone embedded into this castle. So the playing attribute, that you're going to get that for 30 minutes whenever you activate the music stone. And the embedding attribute, you see I have that tactical might plus 2% and tactical resistance plus 2%. That's just always running when the skin is on. I'm not sure if you still get that buff if the skin is not equipped, as this is a relatively new feature to the game. If anybody knows the answer to that, please do let us know in the comments. And if I find out further down the line, I will put that in the comments as well. So that is the castle icon under the castle tab under decorate. Next, we have the pendant. And like the castle skins, they all have their permanent attribute as well as their outfit attribute when used. So you do want as many of these as possible so that you can continue to have the permanent attributes build up. That said, they don't have the little circle coloring code underneath them, but the worst pendants are going to give you 3% buff, I believe. Oh, maybe 5. Yeah, it looks like 5% siege might, 5% siege resistance for the lower quality pendants. The higher quality pendants are going to give you 7% might and 7% resistance. So if you have one of those, you're going to want to equip that. You always equip the best one you have, so you get the outfit attribute when used. Next, we'll move down to wings. If you have castle wings, this is where you're going to see them, and this is where you're going to see the attribute benefits from having the wings. I do have wings, so you can see I have the Unbelievable Blend equipped right now. Siege defense might plus 12%, siege defense resistance 12%, 2% troop damage, and then the permanent attribute. So if I were to get another set of wings and switch to that set, I'm still going to get that might in non-siege battles 10% and troop HP 1.5% as permanent attributes. Just stack up. They don't have to be equipped, as we discussed earlier. Next, we have teleporting skin. I don't have one. That's why you don't see it. If you did, this is where you'd equip it and see the buffs from that. This is, what do they call that? The one that goes down at the bottom of the castle. Not pendant. Oh my gosh, I can't even recall what it is called. But if you have one, Halo, they're called halos. So if you have a halo, this is where you're going to equip it. This is where you're going to see those buffs. I don't have one, and hence my ignorance on the subject a little bit as to remembering what they're called. So after that, we have the compass. I don't think any of these give any kind of a benefit per se, other than just a little aesthetic and personalization for you. I do have the lion compass. I have that equipped. That's where you see that here. If you have a teleporting skin, which I do have, I have the unbreachable shield. This is where you're going to equip it, and this is where you're going to see the buffs from doing so. No permanent attribute on this one, so it has to be equipped in order to gain anything from it. And then lastly, we have the newest feature, and I would say most complicated of the various features here, and that is the Aurora. And there are 3 different auroras. There is, let's go into them. There's the Aurora of Protection, the Aurora of Blessing, and the Aurora of Speed. The Aurora of Protection is linked to your castle skins, the Aurora of Blessing is linked to your castle pendants, and the Aurora of Speed is linked to your castle skins. If you were to click on this, you'll see down at the bottom there's a button that says Enchant, and mine's grayed out right now, and that is because when you have multiple copies of the same skin, as opposed to giving them away, which was the only option previously, you can now use those surplus skins to enchant your auroras. And as you enchant your auroras, they're going to go from level 0 up to level 1 to level 2 to level 3. And with each increase, you're going to get additional benefits. Mine are still all on level 0 right now, but for the castle skin, you can see that I did have a little bit of progress. I had an old gray colored castle skin that I didn't need and got rid of here, and that got me halfway to that first level. So that's why I have a little bit of progress there. If we click here, we can see the next type of Aurora of Blessing. That's the one linked to the Pendants. And then lastly, Aurora of Speed. This is the one linked to the Legion skins. If we click on this little information button, that's where it's going to give us a little breakdown of the perks for levels 1, 2, and 3. And note that once you hit level 3, these auroras will show up outside your castle, like the towers or the wings or the little mascots that come with the new decoration sets. So that's what's going on there. The reason you see the dragon for me for the Aurora Blessing is I did get that dragon Aurora. I'm just not level 3 yet, so it doesn't show up, so you can't see it. But that's what's going on there. And because I do have the Dragon Aurora and I do have it equipped, it is showing up here, and I am still getting those benefits, the outfit attribute when used, and the permanent attributes as well. Okay, so that is everything under the Castle tab. We're next going to move to Legion, and this is essentially the first icon is where you have your Legion skins, and the skins, like the Legion skins, like the others, do have their outfit attributes when used, and then their permanent attribute, which just stacks up. So like the others, you want as many skins as possible. They aren't color-coded, but you can easily see which ones give you the higher outfit attributes when used. The weaker ones are plus 3%. The next level up is plus 5%, and I'm sure there are better ones at 7% and such like that too. My best is 5%, so that's what I have on. 2 quick things of note regarding Legion skins is a surprising amount of people still don't know this, that it only takes 1 copy of any given skin in order to equip it on all 4 of your legions. You don't have to put a different skin on each one of your 4 legions. 1 skin will go on all 4 legions. I have this dragon skin on all 4 of mine with only 1 copy, so that's definitely mention worthy. And then the other thing a lot of folks forget is when you are not in Eden, your Eden skins, the rhinos and these guys here, they do absolutely nothing for you. The outfit attribute when used is chaos related. Chaos is only in Eden, so these literally do absolutely nothing for you. So better to use a poor quality Legion skin that isn't Eden specific than to use the best quality Eden skin when you're not in Eden. When you are in Eden, of course, you're going to want to switch over to your Eden skins. Okay, so that's the first icon under the Legion tab. Second one is marching animation. I don't have any special marching animations. If I did, this is where we would equip them and see the benefits. And then I don't have the winning streak banner either. If I did, this is where we would equip it. I don't know if that comes with benefits or not. Then we have the name tag. No benefits from this per se, so just equip the one that you like the best. And then just underneath that, if you have a nameplate, they don't give you a benefit, but this is where you choose your nameplate that you want to have on. Then we go to the chat tab. And first we have our chat bubble, and again, no benefits, just pick the one you like the most, and same with profile frame, no benefits, just pick the one you like the most. Then we get to the decoration tab. Now this is where a lot of folks get real confused, and the main reason I wanted to make this video for all of you fam is just to help elaborate on this a little bit better, okay? So I'm going to use the Apollo for our first example here. So we click on the Apollo. If you look just above the list of decorations, just beneath the big picture of Apollo, it says max number of attributes taking effect. This is the really important one to look at for all your decorations. Max number of attributes taking effect. As you can see, only one. Okay? What that means is only one of my copies of Apollo is going to give me the permanent attribute that we see just to the right. So if we look down in the listing here, I have one level 2 Apollo and I have one level 1 Apollo, okay? Only the level 2 Apollo is giving me any kind of a benefit whatsoever. I'm getting absolutely nothing from the level 1 Apollo right now, and the reason for that is because max number of attributes taking effect is 1. So only one of those decorations can give me a benefit, okay? That number will vary depending on the decoration. Higher quality decorations generally have a lower max number of attributes taking effect. So all the towers, for example, all the mascots for the decoration sets, these all are one, only one. Same with these new Zodiac folks, it's only one, okay? So what does that mean? That means that you should be consolidating your decoration copies into the max number of attributes taking effect in an optimal ideal world. Okay, so why do I still have that level 1 sitting there? I still have that level 1 sitting there because it takes 2 copies to turn that level 2 into a level 3. So I'd have some wastage right now. If I did have another Apollo copy, I would immediately take my 2 level 1 Apollo copies and level up the 1 to a L3 again, because only one of these attributes is going to give me a benefit, okay? And you don't want any wastage. Now we'll scroll down a little bit further into a less powerful decoration, and let's take for example, the windmill. Windmill's a good one. So max number of attributes taking effect, 2. Okay, so 2 windmills take effect this time, okay? I have 2. As you can see, I have one level 10 and one level 3, and both of those decoration copies are going to give me the benefit right now because the max number of attributes taking effect is 2. So unlike the Apollo, where I only got the buff from 1, this one gives you the buff from 2, so both those are giving me a buff, okay? Scroll down a little bit further. Bamboo. Max number of attributes taking effect is 4. So as you can see, I have one level 5, 2 level 2s, and 1 level 1. So that's 4. So all 4 of those, again, are giving me a buff, and I don't have any wastage after that. There's no, 5th one laying around that's doing nothing for me. If I did have a 5th one, I would level up that other level 1 to another level 2, because you never want to have more decorations not consolidated than exceeds the max number of attributes taking effect. You always want to match the number of buildings that you have to the max number of attributes taking effect. That's ideal. And if you really want to take it even a step further, match your number of buildings to the max number of attributes taking effect, and then level them up evenly, okay? Because as you level up higher, it takes more copies, but the benefit doesn't get any better. So to move from an L1 to an L2, it takes 1 copy. To move from an L2 to an L3, it takes 2 copies, but the benefit is still the same, that it just jumped. So you'd be better to, you see what I'm saying? So balance it. You want the number of buildings to match the max number of attributes taking effect, and then level them up evenly for maximum benefit, okay? So that's the big one with decorations. That's the one I want you to really understand. And if you have questions, please ask me in the comments, and I want you to understand this. We're here to help. So, okay. So that's what's going on there, all right? Now, almost lastly, I want to jump into the decoration collections for you as well. And let's go to one where I'm a little further along. Let's go into Fantasy Woods here. Okay. Now, these, once you get all of the buildings that are part of the collection set to level 1, you will be able to open this chest right here and get that benefit. So once the Turtleback Villa, the Chameleon, Butterfly's Love, Colored Snail, and Mr. Croak are all to level 1, one copy of each, then you get that chest. Okay? Now, setting these decorations up as shown in the diagram gives you an additional benefit in that if you set up the buildings exactly like it's shown here, you're going to be able to get this chest as well. So do set the decorations up as shown so you can take advantage of that chest as well. And if you don't want to take the time to do it manually, you can just click that quick placement button and it will take care of it for you. Okay? So do that. And once you get these buildings to level 3, level 7, and level 10, you're going to get, I call them the mascot, you're going to get the mascot for each decoration collection. And these are very powerful buildings, and you can display them outside your castle as well. They go up to level 4. You get level 1 when all the decorations of the set get to level 3. You get level 2 when all the decorations in the set get to level 5, I believe. Yeah, level 3. Level 3, level 7, level 10 is how that works. So get those mascots. They're really powerful. You want those fighting on your side, my friends. So that's what's going on here with the decoration collections. And I guess that's only the first tab in this decoration collection page. Next, we're going to go to Set Compendium. Almost forgot about this. This is another one a lot of folks need to take a closer look at as well. So if you look down at the bottom, this is a list of all the various castle skin sets that give you additional buffs, okay? Oceanic Princess is the newest one, so that's what's automatically selected. I don't have anything from Oceanic Princess. That's why all those 6 parts that make up her collection are grayed out above, okay? I do have, however, all 6 of the Celestial Palace, and that's why they're in color this time around. And what you're going to want to do is go through each one of these, and any that you have any copies of, or even if you don't know, best to just click details down at the very bottom on each one of these. And as you can see, Progress 1 just takes the profile and the just easy stuff, chat box and stuff like that. And if you have just those 3, you can click that active button. It's going to give you a permanent buff. Again, permanent buff. So these are something you definitely want. And as you get more and more pieces of that particular collection, you can unlock more of these details down the line for a bigger overall buff. With Celestial Palace, if you see kind of in the middle on the right side, Archer Siege Might 0.60%, that's my total permanent buff from this particular castle set, from having everything going into that details and clicking all these buttons to activate all those. And you get this little chest right here too, so you can get that as well. So that's what's going on with Set Compendium. Go through all of them, see what you have. Some of them you're going to be able to activate partially. Others, like this one for me, I was able to activate it fully. Just do what you can here. Go into details on all of them. Activate everything you can, okay? This Decor series part here, this is really only for the biggest spenders. But I'm sure I got a couple of you watching, and over time, some other of us might get there as well. So these are basically permanent buffs that you get, along with chests you can open for having collections of various skins. So this is where castle skins, if you have any of these 3 sets, you're going to get what's in this chest, and you're going to get what's just to the left of the chest as a permanent buff, the collection attribute it's called. So you can see I do have the 1001 Knights. If I had Athena and Butterfly Fairy Perfect, I would get those buffs. This one I actually have 2 of, so I'm kind of close there. So Snow Castle for me would be a priority, so I can get that collection attribute. Actually, this one isn't very good, but I would still want to get it. So this one down here is actually pretty good. Collection attribute, Footman Might plus 3%. I have 2 out of the 3. If Fortress of Lava comes along, that would definitely be a priority for me to get so that I can complete that and get those benefits. This one is same thing, but for all those, the new Zodiacs, if you get those up to level 15, they're in groups of 3. You can get some really nice buffs, but we're talking some big spending to get those that high, so that's probably not for most people. But Zodiac buffs are here, and then here we've got Halo, Teleport. Don't know too many people that have enough of those to make sets, but if you're one of the lucky few, here's where you're going to claim those rewards. Before I go from here, one last thing. If you look down in the very bottom left-hand corner, there is the attribute button. That is where you can see 2 tabs, your attributes in effect. That's from what you have equipped right now. And then your permanent attributes as well. That's just basically the sum total of all the permanent attributes we were talking about previously and all the various different kinds of skins and whatnot. So there is our dime tour of decorations, decor. I certainly hope you learned something. Hope you learned a lot. This was my first video, so thank you for bearing with me there too. There are going to be a lot more coming, not only from me, but other members of the Good MoFos as well. We look forward to getting to know all you guys much better, our fellow row community, and hit us up in the comments. Click on the like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Have a lovely rest of your evening, fam. Bye-bye.